Whenever we learn something or remember something, it first goes into our short-term memory and gets saved. Then, when we revise it again and again, it gets saved in our long-term memory. But if I tell you today that there are some learning methods that you will study once and it will be saved in your long-term memory, will you believe in this? Yesterday, I was reading an email and a student wrote to me that I work hard, but I am a slow learner. Listen to the line, I am a slow learner because of which my marks are not that good. I asked him what slow learner means. He told me that my class's students are toppers. They study once and remember everything in one go, whereas I have to study again and again. I have to write the same page again and again. Only then can I remember it. So, I am a slow learner. I said one thing to him. He said that there is no such thing as a slow learner. There is no slow learner. There is no fast learner. Nothing like this happens. These are your learning habits. Those toppers whom you see who finish the whole book in one day, they are not extraordinary. They know some techniques. They have been following those techniques since childhood. Maybe their parents have learnt it. Maybe their elder brother has taught them, because of which they study less, but they study well. And today, we are going to talk about those techniques. Because when it comes to school, we are told that this is a chapter of history. This is a chapter of science. This is a chapter of history. Read it. No one will talk about how to read. No one will talk about how to manage so many books. No one will talk about that. No one will talk about that in your school. But we will talk about it here, okay? So, there are 3 learning habits that you will not have to study anymore. Remove the word that you have learned from school from your mind, because there are 3 habits that you will not be able to study once. The first technique is very good. I will explain it with an example, which is an example of chocolate. You all must have eaten Cadbury's Dairy Milk chocolate in your childhood. Everyone has eaten it. We have also eaten it. You must be eating it now. So, tell me one thing. If I take the name of Cadbury's Dairy Milk, then what will be imagined in your mind? Have you imagined its wrapper? The wrapper of dark blue color. Have you imagined chocolate? Have you got its taste? Have you got its smell? Yes, brother, how is this possible? Have you seen the chocolate again and again? Have you made it remember in your mind? No, you haven't, but still, how do you remember the taste of that chocolate? How do you remember its smell? To which extent do you remember it? How do you remember its wrapper? Whereas, the history book which you keep reading day and night, you have read it many times but still don't remember.
So, what is inside that chocolate that you will remember it at once? Well, there was a scientific study about it, in which it came to know that whenever we do things with our senses, what are the senses working? Like when you eat a chocolate, you break it with your hand. When you eat it with your mouth, your taste senses also work. Your smell, you smell it. So your smell senses also worked. You saw it, so your eyes senses also worked. And if you broke it, then your hand senses also worked. So you mixed 4 or 5 senses and ate that one chocolate. And scientific studies say that whenever we use our senses, then automatically that thing goes into our brain. It goes into our long-term memory. Brother, but how did it happen related to studies? You have given the example of chocolate. Listen carefully. You will keep reading and reading. With this method, you are only seeing with your eyes and using your brain. You are seeing with your eyes and using your brain. We want to do that, so this is our aim. So if you will appreciate, then it will be good. Everyone, today a comment from me. For your encoding by, definitely take it. And yes, I never say to subscribe the channel. Today, I will say one thing. Share this video with your one friend, so that that friend can also get help. You share a lot of memes on Insta. Share one video also so that he can get some help. On this note, thank you everyone. See you in the next video.